Hello everyone, my name is Tojo and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition here in the Fade. We fell through a rift at the end of the last episode and now we need to find our way to a portal that was in the process of being open, which is hopefully still going to be open, but there is the caveat of, well, there was a powerful demon waiting on the other side of it. That's a supply cache, I don't really need that, we're good. Also, concerningly enough, very close to the Black City, which was always off in the distance and seemingly unreachable, but we're just casually here now. Why are... Is that Divine Justinia?
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia, most holy.
Cassandra.
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit, or a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are...
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
The big demon Eramond was trying to bring through.
Yes,
It's nearby.
yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Okay, what did we forget?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people! Run while you can! Warn them!
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Hello? There we go.
Now is the hour of our
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Could that truly have been the Most Holy?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
No demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
I'm less concerned with her than I am with the nightmare she mentioned.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion, save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow Wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
Okay, so we know who did it. I mean, we know Corypheus was behind it, but as far as like the actual people who were there, we probably should have guessed Grey Wardens by now. But I honestly haven't really thought about the event that much. What's this? Okay. So what else is the demon holding from me? Written in shaking hands. Son, by the time you read this, the Darkspawn poison will have claimed me. We gave all this Starcave, and we bought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon. But when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I could not live to see you again. Fierce will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starcave as rising to greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help him conquer the free marches. You must refuse. The battle is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunts about cowardice can change that. Anything that ruins the battlefield now will die. Stall him however you must. And watch for the crows. Those birds have the good sense to fear the Blight. When you see them gather, then you will know that the poison is gone, and it is safe to search the battlefield for trinkets to satisfy fires. I will not be here to guide you, son, so you must learn from the crows. They watch patiently, and they let their fear keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows and do the same. Sora. What did I miss? Sure. Well, as far as Fade go, this is all very straightforward. No weird twisty corridors or teleports, maybe, but then it was also mentioned at the end of last episode that it could just be because we're here physically and not in a dream, so it's not as easily twisted. Or at least the way we see it.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think that pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
Okay. Fears of the Dreamers, the Freeholder. I watched the Blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended to the fields I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened. My body racked by pain and chills. I saw too late the poison that had crept into the lands. In my fever dreams, the sickness covered the whole world, and I wept and feared the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Alright, and stat buffs. Woo! A little crystal here. I'm not sure what to make of all this at the moment. What was that? There.
What are those things?
Spiders? Or were they not spiders? They look like spiders. This is gonna be like some weird Bloodborne stuff where the spiders have faces.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god?
I went into Venture when I was a child. I remember dragon statues everywhere. Big ones. I shivered as I walked between them, afraid they were going to bite me or breathe fire. My parents hushed me and told me the Magisters liked the dragon as a sign of their power. Dragons are beasts, mindless, terrible. The archdemon that comes with each blight is an offense to the Maker. We all know these things, but the Magisters don't care. And it's the same with the mages. So much danger, so much power in hands not ready for it, and the mages only wish to celebrate themselves. The Magisters are what the mages of Ferelden or Lay want to be. Our rulers, holding us in terror that we wonder if they will bite as we walk by them. I joined the Templars to keep such mages under control. I have killed many since the rebellion we all saw coming. Now the Divine wishes us to meet them at the Conclave and give them a chance to make peace. I will go, I will smile, but if the dragon statue looks ready to bite, I will strike first. I'm not a child, I will not be afraid.
Anders is going to die, just like his family, and everyone you ever cared about.
Leave Anders alone!
Those were little fears, tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
What do you
Well,
see?
that's reassuring.
Solus, what do you see? Answer the question, Solus. Oh, hey.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. Go!
So, we know, before I gather the rest of these, we know, like, what happened, how we got the anchor, stuff like that. We know Grey Wardens were involved, we know Curfews was there, blah, blah, blah. Why was I there, specifically?
The demons!
I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire with sea, allowing myself one last night of terror, and cursed the fate that had brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny and let this be my decision. The door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back, no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village, even during the day, to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now, but the door is open. I'm going to look inside. Nets. The breach is sealed, and the war between the Templars and Mages is finally over. All our fears and terrors is finally ending as order returns to this world. I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thetis. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking, and the soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well at the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing to your memory again soon. Elion. What am I supposed to bring to the cauldron? Or do I just have to do the last memory first?
That's how I escaped.
The demons!
Keep running!
Ah! Go!
Well, so it wasn't Mother Giselle.
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor!
The nightmare has found us.
Form up! I'm with you.
I gotta say, I'm not too keen on how judgmental, I guess the quote-unquote canon Hawk is.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
I want to make sure I solve this first. So, give me a moment while I backtrack real quick to see if I missed something.
What is that?
They think they own us. They think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there, smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression, as though we don't strive every day to stay sane, to keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer. I won't go back to the Circle, not ever. I thought about it last night. Being back in the tower, their eyes on me, all of it came back. All the years. Head down, don't clench your fingers, be a good mage, be a quiet mage. And I realize I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. I want it so badly the bed caught fire and wouldn't go out until Ivan iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the Conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Greetings, Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment I mistook you for your father.
Rather uncalled for.
Ooh.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
An interesting little segue arrow, but nothing of importance seems to be over here.
Döth ma herelan. Ma banal inasalin. Marsolas enamardin.
Bonal nadas.
God, I wish I spoke Dalish. So this is all the way back to the other little cauldron puzzle. Or the other, hope puzzle, I guess? I forget what the other one wanted me to do, though. So... anyways, let's head back, I guess. Okay, well, it was just around the corner. Strength!
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
This is why you don't monologue villains. Did I accidentally take the right road again?
It's hard to trust my footing in this place.
The Scholar. When the Darkspawn were new, when the Magisters had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was among the first to call myself Grey Warden and swear to end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the Archdemon die from mortal blows only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing only that the blight the Magisters had brought would destroy everything because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the Archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. Vial of Darkspawn. Okay, graveyards with all our names on it. Let's see what's happening here. Blackwall himself. Cold despair. Dying alone. Solus is afraid of dying alone. Sarah the Nothing. Dorian temptation. Cassandra helplessness. Varric becoming his parents. Iron Bull is afraid of madness. Vivian irrelevance. Why is Blackwall afraid of himself? I have to have a good conversation with him. Cole's a spirit of compassion. Despair's hit would be his biggest weakness. Solus is afraid of dying alone. What is... Solus, what's up with you? Why is that such a prevalent thing that you'd be alone at your death? So let's do a quick backtrack and see what was up that other path. It is simple to say the laws of nature do not apply in the Fade, but while traveling in the Fade, it is often confusing for mages. It is rarely so chaotic as to defy description. In fact, while the placement of items may seem random, those items usually operate as we would expect them to in the real world. A book open to show pages, although the page may be blank or lined with gibberish. A pen and inkwell let a user write, though the pen may write on its own, and the inkwell never runs dry. Those items that float usually hover at relative heights where they would have sat on, or had the objects meant to support them existed. Candles spin in the air as though held by a phantom candlestick, for example. Why are the laws of the Maker bent but not fully broken? Why is a book not turned into a dragon, or a statue explode into countless shards of energy? The answer, I believe, lies in the fact that these items we see in the Fade were most often made by the hands of men. The statue was a created thing. The mortal hands that shaped it gave it purpose, and it knows what it is meant to do. The objects that strain against the laws of nature are ironically those that are more natural themselves. Great stones, for example, hang in the sky. No hand has ever touched them, no mortal mind shaped them to purpose. I suspect that we may never know that if dwarves dreamt and shaped the Fade would not... had dreamt and shaped the Fade with their own perceptions, the rocks would not float. That's an interesting observation. Okay, what was up here?
But that's a big... It wants our fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
For the Maker!
Temple of Damat. I looked upon the Temple of Damat, god of silence, who speaks to the faithful in dreams. No words of desire may sway his will, no cry of valor may stand against him, for his silence conquers all, and his secrets are shared only with the worthy. Look upon the Temple of Damat and fear him. I forget what Damat was associated with, as far as, depiction. What form he was said to have taken. Stuffed animal. It's a little nug. Light the flames. Alright. Broken windows complete, sure. I don't know if there was like something that told me the combination elsewhere, or... Anyways, we have stuffed animal. Little stuffed nug. Memories etched in stone and blood. I made the expected offerings this morning, but the gods remained silent. The priests are frightened. All of Tevinter is frightened. Our gods have led our people for centuries. Now they have gone still. Are we alone here in the world, no better than the savages to the south who beg for guidance from spirits? And what of the strange creatures who come from underground, like our friends the dwarves? We spawn of the darkness and the plague they carry. Why do our gods not protect us from it? Now the ground shakes. The statue cuts my hands as I fall against it. A great roar sounds. It's massive, shaking the temple market, and I see the silhouette cut in the sky. It is a dragon. No, it is Adamant. I have made the offering so many times. His form is as familiar as my own hand. He has returned in glory to destroy these darkspawn that threaten us, to lead Tevinter back to an age of glory and wonder. But no, his scales are sickly and mottled, his form twisted and corrupt, like the darkspawn themselves. He opens his great maw and fire bellows forth, igniting the market. The flames rush towards me. What did we do wrong? So, of course I say that about Adamant, and then it's like, oh, well, of course he was the first old god to lead the Blight, so of course he's a dragon, but I was talking like more like whenever you talk about, I don't know what I was trying to talk about. I figured each old god had its own, like, form it was associated with. Haven is burned. Mama cries when I'm not looking. It's cold in the mountains, and my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush, that the others have it worse. She says a monster named Corypheus came to Haven, and it was only the Maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep, and I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sir Snort. Sir Snort always kept the monsters away in my dreams. So these are fears of dreamers. Are we talking like just people who were dreaming, or dreamers as in like dream mages? Ironically, spiders. Oh, even the Fade has a sense of humor. I like it. And is this just back where we were, or was this where we were going? Fear of the Maker. That's interesting. Cool. We're still going. We done now? Can I move 2 inches? Oh my god! Did I not pick this up? There we go. Yeah, that's where we were. Okay. Oh, right, we're fighting a barrier. Sure. Why are we still in combat?
The rift! We're almost there.
Oh, hello.
We're not there yet. Stay alert.
Of course it would be a giant spider. Let's go, Spirit Justinia.
You cannot stand against me. You are nothing.
You're kind of squished, bro. Not gonna lie. What if I do this?
I grow fat on your fear. You will die in agony.
That was easy enough. Is that it? Oh, come on, guys, don't be dumb, just go.
We need to clear a path!
Okay. No staying behind
No.
bullcrap.
I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Ah, crap. We simp for Hawk.
Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor. For the Warden!
It was kind of badass, not gonna lie.
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free. And Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
That's how legends get started. Or at least that's what Varric always says.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
Warden Stroud died, striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens. even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Good luck with your Inquisition. Try not to start an exalted march on anything. And take care of Varric for me.
Hawk sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
At the time, it felt like a lot of running and escaping.
Either way, Corypheus lost the army he would have used to conquer Thedas. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
You know, why don't we just jump right into it? Dragon Age does things in threes, right? We've done one full chapter so far, I think. As far as like major plot points.
Where can I find the Empress?
She's holding a grand masquerade ball at her winter palace in Halam Shiral. Your invitation has been arranged. That is where the Venatori will strike. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She refused to say anything outright. I could have used more direct answers and fewer journeys of self-discovery.
She made a lot of people feel that way.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Okay, well. With that, I'm not sure if we want to go back and do some, clean sweeping of some of the other zones, because I do worry that we're going to accidentally power through the story, and then there's going to be like a bunch of side stuff that's, it's still side stuff, but it's not useless in terms of world building.
Now this is a haul worthy of the Inquisition.
Hello? When did this happen? Apparently repairs are finished.
Law has asserted itself.
Are we like repaired, or is there still like debris laying around in places? That leads down to the cells. Let's take a look at the Mage Tower again, because that was a... The Mage Tower was still like slightly disheveled, so let's go see if it's been fixed up. Well, this is still a mess. So I think at the start of next episode, we're going to do a round of companion interactions. Just see what's on everyone's mind. And then from there, we'll decide how many zones we have left to clean up. There's at least 3. Yeah, this place is still like slightly bit dusty, bit broken. It's fine. The main hall's looking nice though, so until next time, we're gonna start off with talking to our friends, see what everyone's been up to in the meantime that we've got like a bit of a story done. What's this? Okay. There's else over there. So until next time, my name's been Tojo. Remember to leave a like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.